All right, so hey everybody, it's TJ and Joe from 3guys6beers.com. Jamie couldn't make it with us tonight. He had other things to do, but tonight we have two special guests. We are here at Shale Brewing Company, and we have Jeff and Doug. They're going to talk about what Shale Brewing is doing right now, and some things that they're doing in the community and maybe down the road in the future. So, Jeff, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and introduce Doug?
Well, I'm Jeff Joliet. I'm the owner of the Shale Brewing Company, and we have Doug Beatty. He's our brewmaster. He's recently joined us full time.
And that's that. Okay,
that was an awkward silence.
I was waiting for TJ.
No,
Joe just took that.
He just goes on and on.
What we're doing as 3 Guys 6 Beers, we're going to visit the core brewers that are participating in the North Canton Craft Beer Festival coming up on May 16th at MAPS Air Museum. We have a core group of brewers that come and represent the craft beer community in Stark County, and then we have additional brewers come, whether they're guests of the brewers or we invite them, or whatever the case may be. So we're showing the love to our core people, and that's why we're here tonight. So we've got some questions that we want to ask, so we'll start with TJ.
Sure. Jeff, just tell us what's new with the Shale Brewing Company. What's going on with you guys?
Doug's new. No, I'm kidding.
Again, Jeff, he hogs all the airtime.
Yeah. Well, we got several exciting things. I don't know that it's exactly new, but one of the things we've introduced recently is in making beer the entertainment and the focus of what we do here. We do a new beer release every Friday, which is it's a big undertaking to come up with new beers every week and try and put out beers that people want.
So what's this Friday?
This Friday is it's called Double Trouble. It's a Belgian double.
It'll already happen, but Double Trouble.
Yep.
Very, very nice beer. One of those can't miss. It's
Says
also going
you.
to be, if you don't get it on Friday, hopefully you already bought tickets to the Winter Warmer Best Beer Festival in Ohio. Is Saturday in
It's
Cleveland.
the second best beer festival in Ohio.
Second best beer.
I'm gonna edit this guy out of here. Like, you don't even
No, you got to keep that in there. That was good.
What are you talking about?
My bad.
Well, I mentioned Doug is new.
Yeah.
He didn't participate last year.
Yeah,
at the North Canton Craft
yeah.
Beer Festival. So
All
therefore
right.
he does not know that
You
it's
are
the best
forgiven.
festival.
You are forgiven.
Tonight we're just 4 guys, 4 beers.
That's right. That's
That was,
right.
I say that somebody, if you're allowed to invite outside brewers, somebody overlooked inviting me last year.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to be there this time,
It's
it's going to be
Pretty
all
excited
good.
about it. Yeah.
So, listen. So, the three of us, Jamie, TJ, and I, we don't know anything about brewing beer. We love to drink it.
So do I. That's why I
So
brew beer.
we're not chemists. We're not scientists. We don't do it. We just love beer. So, what is your philosophy behind brewing beer? And second question, if you could brew a beer, what would that beer be?
Okay. So my philosophy is, I'm really big into the farmhouse style beers, French and Belgians. I mean, if it was up to me, we'd have 20 beers on tap and they'd all fall into that farmhouse style. But really what you got to have is you got to have kind of something for everybody. It's
And 5 IPAs.
Yeah. The extreme beers are great because those create the buzz, but yet, those people are not the majority of your business, So it's nice to have kind of cover all your bases and then have interesting stuff that's going to make people say, you know what, I'm going to drive to North Canton from God knows where just because I know they have something unique.
Yep.
So
Okay.
that's, my goal is to make the brewery
All right.
a destination.
All right.
And then if I could brew any beer, I would pick Orvel. And the reason I say that is because I love to drink it.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
So you're familiar with Trappist breweries, right?
Yes.
Which I think now we're up to, 8 breweries
Yeah.
that fit that thing. So they're one of the original Trappist breweries. And it's just this wonderful beer. It's fruity, spicy, dry, dangerously drinkable.
Oh.
But it's not cheap. It's not a cheap beer, So
like to try
I couldn't
it.
afford to go and buy a bunch of them at the store. So if that was my beer, I could just drink as much as I wanted.
All right, that makes sense. That
Sounds-
makes
And
sense.
people would come from all over to drink it.
Is that because you have like a background in those beers, or where you're from, or why?
kind of. So when I was in the Army, I was stationed in Europe. I traveled all around.
Okay.
And I really fell in love with Belgian and farmhouse style beers, And then when I came back to the States, craft beer was kind of starting to take off. So I started to seek out those styles of beers, which at that time wasn't a lot of craft breweries doing those.
Very
now,
cool.
Now there is.
Yeah. All right, cool, sweet.
All right, I got to try that style.
Yeah.
Well, look, guys, we're thrilled that you're coming to the North Canton Craft Beer Festival May 16th. Why are you guys going to participate for the second time in a row?
Well, I think it's important to participate, one, because it's in our backyard, and it's the best craft beer festival
Yes.
in the state
That's
of
what we were waiting
Ohio.
for.
Yes.
So
I've been told.
naturally, we want to be there as one of the core breweries. Second, it benefits the North Canton Chamber of Commerce. It's good for the community. I think it's exciting. I think that participation last year and the enthusiasm that participants had blew everybody's expectations. And I think that the enthusiasm going into this year's event is there's a lot of energy, and who wouldn't want to be a part of it? We have some exciting new beers. Doug, is new to us, and he's got some exciting things that we are looking to unveil. And so, what a better place to do it than at that festival?
And rumor on the street is that you have a Mini Cooper.
We
that has some beer taps in
we
it.
do have we bought we were at an event, and everybody has event vehicles, and we have we have the traditional brewery van, the big van that everybody gets logoed up. But then you see these new wave of vehicles where people pull up in these small vehicles, these small vans. They have the taps, and here we are bringing our boxes and our stuff, and it's like, we need something like that. But then I said, I always like to be different than everyone else. So we have an orange and black Mini Cooper, and we're having taps installed on the side of it. We're having a custom panel made to replace
Awesome.
a window, and we'll be able to pull it in, and then we'll be able to serve beer right out of the Mini.
Are you bringing that to the festival?
Absolutely.
Nice.
The unveiling? Is that going to be the unveiling?
It may not be the unveiling, but
darn it.
it'll be there.
We're excited.
Sweet.
All right. Well, Jeff, is there anything else new that you guys got going on?
You mentioned participation in the community. We always like to talk about, why we do what we do, and it's to be a good community partner. We have our North Canton Cares food pantry, and we're one of 700 pantries in a 7 or 8 county region that work with the Canton Food Bank to distribute food to the hungry. We became aware of the need in North Canton that 20% of the kids going to the North Canton schools are struggling, and so we wanted to make a difference, and so we opened up a pantry in the back of the brewery. We have a warehouse, and we work with the Summit Church, and twice a month on the 2nd and 4th Mondays, we distribute food to the North Canton school community. We've served 3,000 people since we started last April, and it's continuing to grow. And so for us, being a good community partner and really trying to make a difference is what it's about.
Well, I just want to say thank you for doing that. I mean, I think that's awesome and very important. I'll let Joe wrap this up.
I want to echo what TJ says about thanking you for doing the pantry. The hunger issue in Stark County and everywhere really is really big. It's really, really big. I'm excited that you guys are coming again to our festival. It's going to be super great this year. We're going to have more beer. There's planes, there's beer, there's food, and there's fun. So I will also post a link to where you can buy tickets to the festival. It's May 16th, again, at the Maps Air Museum, which is right next to the Canton Airport. It's a super cool place. What am I forgetting?
Well, he's forgetting to tell you that we're the official host
Yes.
of the after party. So
Yes.
if you were unable to get a ticket to the best craft beer festival in the state of Ohio, you can still participate by coming to the Shale Brewing Company afterwards.
So listen, Jeff has graciously hooked up the participants that go to the festival to come. They're going to have some really great food. It's going to be like a buffet, right?
Yep.
Not to mention the beers. They're all really, really good. So you can come to the festival, you can eat at the festival, you can drink at the festival, come to Shale for the after party. We'll figure out what's going to get your little discount, and we'll announce that. It might be a wristband or a t-shirt or something that you have to bring in, but then you continue the party with Shale Brewing Company and their beers and their food. So stay tuned for those announcements. We are two guys of the three guys, sixbeers.com.
Jamie.
We need Jamie,
More
man.
beer for you guys.
It's just lopsided. But you can find 3 Guys 6 Beers at 3guys6beers.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube channel, all the things. So we'll be looking for you at the Craft Beer Festival, and that's it. Peace, everybody.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.